In the quaint village of Brunaville, nestled amidst rolling hills and sparkling streams, most unusual tale began to unfold a story that would forever change the destiny of the village and its inhabitants. So it all started with a simple pickle, but this was no ordinary pickle. It was a pickle with a twist, a pickle that held within it a secret. A secret whispered from one generation to the next, a secret that infused Brenniville with an air of mystery and excitement. Like Tickle knows, the enchanted gherkin had been passed down through the ages, a cherished relic of Brenniville's past. Legend had it that benevolent pickle fairy had bestowed upon it magical touch, granting it the power to grant wishes. As generations came, when the villagers of Brenniville embraced the tale of the enchanted gherkin, they gathered each year for the Great Pickle Festival, a grand celebration of the pickle's legacy. People from neighboring towns joined in, drawn by the promise of a wish fulfilled. During the festival, the pickle was displayed atop a pedestal, its vibrant green hue illuminated by the sun's rays. Villagers would approach, making their wishes with hearts full of hope. The pickles seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly light, as if responding to the deepest desires of their souls. Yeah, as time went on, something remarkable began to unfold. That the show was that's just that the gherkin granted weren't just for the wish makers themselves. They were often selfless wishes for the well-being of the community, for the happiness of loved ones, and for the world to be a better place. As more and more selfless wishes were made, transformation took hold of Brenniville. Kindness flourished like wildflowers in spring. Compassion became the guiding principle of the villagers, and a spirit of unity pervaded every corner. And people helped one another without hesitation, sharing their resources, talents, and time. The once divided village became a tapestry of cooperation and understanding. The children learned from their elders the true power of generosity, and the elders marveled at the innate goodness of the youth. As with each passing year, the Great Pickle Festival became less about personal wishes and more about communal harmony. Villagers came not just to make wishes, but to celebrate the bonds they shared and the progress they had made as a united community. The enchanted gherkin, once a symbol of individual desires, had become a beacon of collective dreams. It was a reminder that true magic wasn't in the granting of wishes, but in the transformation that kindness and selflessness could bring. And so, in the fiction of Brenniville, the legend of the enchanted gherkin lived on a story of how a simple pickle, touched by magic, had ignited a spark of goodness that forever changed the course of a community. And it was a tale that echoed through generations, testament to the enduring power of selfless acts and the incredible potential that resides within each heart. As the years rolled in Plainville, Gassi of the Channing Crows continued to thrive. The village's transformation into a bastion of kindness and unity was not just a passing phase, it had become an integral part of the villagers' way of life. The Great Pickle Festival evolved into a unique celebration of community spirit. People came from all around, not only to make wishes, but also to immerse themselves in the warm embrace of Brenniville's atmosphere. The festival featured communal feasts, shared artistic endeavors, and acts of kindness that rippled through the crowd like a gentle breeze. In Brenniville, everyone was just the harking was not just in the pickle itself, but in the intentions behind the wishes. As the villagers united to make selfless wishes, the pickle seemed to respond with a twinkle that was more like a wink of approval, a sign that the village's path was aligned with something greater. Over time, Brent's travel's reputation spread beyond its borders. Travelers curse about the village that transformed through the power of pickle, journeyed to witness the magic for themselves. They marveled at the sense of togetherness, the genuine smiles that greeted them, and the heartfelt stories of how the enchanted gherkin had inspired acts of kindness. As the years turned to decades, and the decades into centuries, the legend of Brenniville's enchanted gherkin became interwoven with the tapestry of human stories. It became a symbol of hope in times of division, a reminder that even the simplest acts of kindness could create profound change. And so, in the village of Brenniville, the story continued, a story of a pickle that sparked movement, a community that embraced compassion, and a world that learned the transformative power of putting others before oneself. It was a tale that echoed through time, inspiring generations to come to nurture the magic within their own hearts and communities. As the CS passed, the legacy of Bruffinville's enchanted gherkin ran out like crooked life soul. Frolfolo woven into the very fabric of human history. The village continued to flourish, its spirit of kindness and unity acting as a lighthouse in a world sometimes shrouded in darkness. Bruneville became a place of pilgrimage for those seeking not only to make wishes, but also to experience, the profound sense of interconnectedness that radiated from its streets. Visitors arrived from every corner of the globe, bringing with them their own stories, cultures, and aspirations. The Great Pickle Festival had transformed into a global event, drawing people of all backgrounds to partake in the celebrations of community selflessness and shared dreams. The festival served as a reminder that amidst the complexities of the world, the simplest acts of kindness could serve as a beacon of hope and transformation. So over time, stories emerged of how the Enchanted Gherkin's influence had rippled far beyond Breville. Communities across continents began to embrace similar values, fostering environments of compassion and collaboration. The tale of the pickle had become a universal symbol of the potential within each person to create positive change. But it wasn't just the Enchanted Gherkin's power to grant wishes that captivated the world. It was the timeless wisdom. It carried the wisdom that reminded humanity that true magic resided not in fantastical miracles, but in the everyday actions that shape the course of lives and societies. In a world that often sought instant gratification, the story of Bruneville stood as a testament to the enduring power of long-lasting transformation. And it reminded people that the greatest journeys were those of the heart, that kindness was a force to be reckoned with, and that the impact of one small act of goodness could reverberate through time itself. And so the tale of Bruneville's Enchanted Gherkin lived on a story that transcended generations, cultures, and boundaries. It was a story that whispered to the hearts of those who heard it, reminding them of the extraordinary potential of ordinary acts of kindness and the profound beauty of a world united by the simple desire to make a positive difference. As the Enchanted Gherkin's legacy continued to flourish, its impact reached far beyond the village of Bruneville. People from all walks of life were drawn to the tale of the magical pickle, seeking inspiration and hoping to replicate the sense of unity and passion that had transformed the village. In cities and towns around the world, pickle clubs sprang up. Groups of individuals who came together to learn from Bruneville's example. They organized events to foster kindness, hosted communal gatherings, and even began their own versions of the Great Pickle Festival, each with their unique twist on the tradition. Enchanted Gherkin became a symbol of a larger movement that transcended borders and cultures. Its tale was shared in schools, in community centers, and through various forms of media. Books were written, documentaries were made, and story was told and retold, inspiring countless hearts along the way. As the face challenges, Gherkin's story served as reminded people that even in times of uncertainty, small acts of kindness could ignite change, and the world witnessed the power of empathy and unity as communities came together to support one another, just as Bruneville had done. Generations later, the village of Bruneville stood as a living testament to the enduring legacy of the Enchanted Gherkin. Its once small community had become a global hub for kindness and compassion. People still journeyed to the village not just to make wishes, but to soak in the atmosphere of goodwill that radiated from every corner. And the pickle itself had become a cherished artifact displayed in a grand museum built to honor its legacy. People marveled at its simple appearance, understanding that the true magic lay not in the pickle, but in the way it had inspired a community and eventually the world. And so the tale of the Enchanted Gherkin led a story of how a simple symbol had united a movement, how a village had changed the world through the power of selflessness, and how the legacy of kindness could continue to shape humanity's future. It was a story that transcended time, an eternal reminder that even the smallest of actions could create ripples of goodness that would touch lives for generations to come.